Hey guys, this is Aaron with Shark Trends. Hey, I just wanted to show you one of the indicators I just came up with from Shark Trends, and it is called Shark Trends Simple ICT Trading System. And let's go over to the chart. What I've done is I've taken it to the largest chart that I potentially would look at that would be relevant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start fresh and go to my drawing tools and rectangle. And basically we have these green little lines and red little lines. What those are buy side and sell side liquidity. And if you're not familiar with that, basically it's basically something price will trade into buy side liquidity and trade up to sell side, the last sell side liquidity. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box from the lowest buy side liquidity to the nearest sell side liquidity. The nearest one is here. The next one is over here, but we're going to draw it to here, which actually lines up with another buy side liquidity, which means that price came down to the last buy side liquidity, and we're going to save that as bullish above there, which came down. We're bullish above there. We're going to take another box. I could make one between here and here, but it would overlap, and I'm not too game for overlapping that because it's already been traded into and confirmed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the highest buy side liquidity up to the next sell side liquidity, which is right around these two areas here, and it also lines up with that wick pretty much. So I'm just going to go up to, actually I'm going to go up to that one, okay, and I'm going to make this one red because we are trading below it. So I don't have any other buy side liquidity up here, so anything that trades above here is pretty much going to be a sell because it has no buy side liquidity to support it. So I'm going to go from my weekly chart to let's see what it looks like on a daily. Okay. Right now I only have two boxes, basically supply and demand, more support and resistance, and I think I'm going to even go to a lower time frame. Actually, let's go ahead and draw a couple more boxes in here. Make sure that this is locked. This is locked. And okay, so I have some sell side liquidity and I have some more buy side liquidity. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the last buy side liquidity down from the last sell side liquidity. So we're gonna make a box here because that's going to be the next resistance that price is going to come into and come back down. If it comes up through it, this box will turn green, and if it goes up through this one, it'll turn green again. Let's see, I want to look at this again here. I think that's a good place for it. And then also I'm going to go to the last sell side liquidity to this one also, because what we have here is we also have resistance. So we're going to leave that all there. So these are all resistance until we can get above it. How much movement is this? This is on the NASDAQ. This is 1,500 points. If we came all the way down here, it's 2,600 points or better. So that's pretty significant. Let's go down to Let's go down to a 15-minute. And let's see what we can find here. See, let's start at the top. Since there's resistance up there, it's trading right into it. I want to take the last buy side liquidity, which is here, and I want to either look to the right or the left. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to look to the left because there's nothing there, and I'm going to put another box right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing it over to see if there's anything else that I can look at to correlate with the price action, what we got going on. And then I'm going to lock it. I'm going to actually turn it green because right now it's support. So, and then also I'm going to do that again down here because this is another area of support. I'm going to look either right or left. I don't have one between here and here. The last one was here, so we're going to take that one and that one right there, here and here, and that's also support. So price came up, came down into support, came back down, bounced out. So let's see, this was 3:15 or my time on the Pacific Coast, but that would have been right around open, the first half hour of open between that candle and that candle. Came right into this perfect area of support. Bounced straight up. That would have been a really good trade. I don't trade the Asia session more than a handful of times, but that could have represented a $123 point, $124 point move in the NASDAQ. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna look, see if there's any other higher buy side liquidity. There is no higher buy side liquidity. Actually, there is one right there. So we can take that one and the inside one. Let's see, there's one right there. Two, roughly there. Okay, I'm going to swing it over to see if there's anything else that we got, and we did. So we're going to consider that another reference point of support. So let's take this down to a 5-minute. And really what I'm doing is setting this up for the morning trading time. I do not have any buy side liquidity down here. Look at this. There's no buy side liquidity, which means the price can trade all the way back down to or through this line as a wick until we get a move higher. But if it trades down, it's already been tested a few times, so there's a good likelihood that it would hold. We do not have any buy side liquidity right or left in this area, which means price is probably going to come back down and test this again until we get until we get a break into this area, which is a pretty good area. I mean, that's from there to here, that's 208 points, that's 206 points. That's a really good area to look at as a target if we decide, but that's also resistance. So right now probably my trade would be to trade lower. We got a high wick there until we get another buy side liquidity. And the last one was right here, and I'm just going to put a solid line right there, and we're going to make a line, turn it green, because that is the last one. If we get one above that, so that's the last line of support. I got another one right there. I can bring this actually over because that's I'm going to leave it there though, because there's nothing above it. And I can look back to see that it's there. That's a 5-minute. I think for this video, I'm not going to go I'm not going to go into a 10-second or 1-second chart, but that's usually what I trade on. But for the sake of this video, that basically describes what this tool is and how to use it. It's basically, I like to use it for like a pre-market setups to see what I'm looking at, and it works pretty good. You have buy and sell signals here. I want to also touch on that. These buy and sell signals, you have to take them basically as zones. Okay, so from the buy side liquidity, whatever buy side liquidity, if you look one way or the other, that each one of these is a line of support. Each one of the sell side liquidity is resistance. Okay, so if you come up and you see sell side liquidity and you look right or left, chances are that if it ends up trading above it, you got to look at multiple time frames to see what it's going to do. Okay, so we had sell side liquidity all the way up here on this 5-minute, but since we have these support and resistance on a higher time frame, we can see that they're just not going to hold up, so that they are going to be sold off. Okay, even here, I mean, we have a sell signal. We have to look at the last sell side liquidity and the sell signal to see what lines up. So we have a sell signal here. This is a sell side liquidity, but we also have a sell signal here. You're going to get the sell side liquidity before you will end up probably getting a signal. This one signaled at the same time, but most likely you're going to get something before you get a sell signal. So if you have sell side liquidity or from the top, or buy side liquidity from the bottom, you can kind of gauge to see what the market's going to end up doing. So right now we are trading. We're trading up. We're going to see if we can break this resistance. My guess is that look at that. We got another line of support. That's great. No, I'm sorry. That's just a candle. My bad. I was going to say that was buy side liquidity, but it's just the candle just breaking out. But my guess is it's probably going to come back down, either in this area or even back down here until we get another buy side liquidity higher. So a few of the chart settings. Okay, so what I have here is I have the EMAs turned off. Okay, I do have it turned back on. I turned on. So this is a 15 EMA time length for this chart. And then so what I have is you can have it on an equal time frame or higher than this short time frame. So basically I'm going to take this short time frame down to like a 1 minute, and it'll change all of the areas. I typically trade on a 1 second to a 10 or even a 30-second. So these are really big moves for what I only take 4 to 18 points all day long scalping. But you know, so these end up being that's a ginormous move for me. But that's what I look for. This would have been a really good setup right here. I probably would have took this whole thing right here for 40 or 50 points, right up into that last area. Okay, so what I was getting at is chart settings. If you have a whatever chart you're on, you're going to want the short time frame to be under the higher. Or else, let's see, if I have a 5 and I put a 10 here, I don't think that it's gonna. Oh, it's a 10-second. Let's go to 10 minute. Sorry, it may or may not show it. Looks like it did show it, but I'm gonna go to 1 minute. Okay, so it also, you can have it show that if there was an order block there, that order block is probably going to be based upon a 1 minute chart. And I'm not on a 1 minute chart, I'm on a 5 minute chart. I don't particularly have that on there, so I don't use that. And typically I don't even show that one. I like to only show pretty much the liquidity levels, buy side and sell side. This is basically trend direction. Trend direction. The better the trend direction, like you can really see a trend direction if you go to a higher time frame chart, but you kind of get the picture. What other settings can I show you? That's pretty much it. I changed the labels. These on the original description, you'll see buy and sell labels. I changed them to just the diamonds because that's what I like. And if you don't want the buy sell signals, turn them off. If they're distracting or if they don't work for you, that's great. These charts are here to hopefully make your life a little easier to see what you got going on as far as support and resistance, because trading is all about supply and demand and support and resistance, and to see if there is some kind of a good trend that you can get in, or some kind of a move. You can call it a move, a trend, you can call it a trend break, you can call it whatever you want. However you want to trade. I'm pretty much a non-biased trader. I trade short and long both at the same time all day long, and I also trade trends. I trade trend breaks. I trade a little bit of everything, but you need to do what works for you. I don't want to tell you how to trade. I'm just here to show you the chart and see if I can show you what this indicator really does for me. That's about it. I'm going to end the video here, but that's just a quick tutorial. We have, if you would like to have this indicator, you can let me know through TradingView, or if you're in one of the Discords that I'm in, you can let me know in the Discord. Don't private message me because I get a lot of spam through private messaging. Just do it through whatever Discord you find me on. Anyways, that's it. My name is Aaron with Shark Trends. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.